Wraith Talks.
As your boy Mix, welcome to Wraith Talks episode 7 of season 1. We're just getting started and today we're in a vintage Rolls Royce here. You know we go like the vintage, interior, all them things. Obviously ain't got the stars because they had stars back then, but you know what I mean. It's only right that we have a proper classic on today. But moving on to today's show, we're gonna have a real legend from Birmingham today. You know what I mean? When I say foundation, I mean foundation works, and like the works he's doing today with the youth and how he's building that infrastructure for Birmingham that we never had before is very important. But without further ado, yeah, I'm never gonna say no more. I'm just gonna let him come in, and you know who's gonna be. Yeah. Holy shit!
Well,
General.
you say, bro?
I'm good, man.
I'm
Say.
blessed, man. Blessed, you know.
Yeah.
Glad to be here and that.
Come on, man.
In the back of the Rolls Royce and that.
Vintage thing and that today.
Vintage, you get me? Classic business.
Come on, fam. Yo, Biggoss, you know. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Fam, it's anyone that knows Bigoss, you don't need to really say much about who he is and what he's done for the scene. Obviously, for you from way back from till now.
Yeah, it's mad, you know. It's mad still.
You literally seen the transition of Birmingham from like oxygen rooms all the way to what it is now.
From a fan to getting involved and having a major role still, that's been the journey, to be fair.
Serious, fam? I remember from back in that day when we were younger and then you had K2 Tanner on radio sets and fam.
Yeah, that sci-fi with K2 and that, come on.
Serious,
yeah, that's years old now.
Fam, it's mad still. Then moving on now, big boy business now, like even more elevation for everyone. And even yourself, fam, PRS now.
Yeah.
Obviously, for man that don't know what PRS is, do you mind explaining to them what
PRS is? It's the royalty rights collecting society. So basically, if you're recording music, and your music's getting played on radio and places like that, then you should become a member of the PRS, which is the Performing Rights Society, so that you get all your royalties, basically. And my role over there has been to sort of they've got a foundation side of it. Is so if you're an artist and you need funds to like record music and stuff like that, they're a charity that can help with funding. So my role over there is just to look over some of the applications that come through, and also because a lot of Brum applications come through and some of the assessors are not aware of who the artists are, my job is to kind of try and fight for the Brummies, basically, you get me, try and help them get what they're supposed to get as well.
Proper things, fam. Obviously for yourself as well, like how do you find working for PRS, like in terms of when you see a Brummie artists apply? Would you say like since you've been there you've seen more applications from Brummie artists or now?
I've not seen enough, to be fair, you know. I've not really seen enough applications. I don't really have I don't do a lot of work for PRS. It's only like every now and again they'll have a funding round, and then when it's time to mark them, so it'll be like 2-3 times a year that I'll work with PRS. But there's never enough applications coming from Brum in the West Midlands. I think, you know, more artists need to get involved so that they can get right what's due to them.
100%. Obviously, like you said, it's a charity as well.
Yeah.
So like say for example if a Brummie artist gets like, I don't know, like some funding for a project or whatever, like to clarify, they don't have to pay that back, do they?
No. It's a grant, and it's a grant. So other musical organisations and musical bodies and people donate money to PRS kind of thing, or say to PRS, look, I've got this money, I want to help musicians. Here, you distribute it. So that's how it kind of works. So it's not a loan.
Obviously, talking about distributing, you got your own distribution company as well.
Publishing company.
Yeah.
Got my own.
One.
I started that up. Anti-C Brown, my business partner.
Anti-C Brown.
Yeah, we started that up around about a year ago, and we just sort of seen a gap in the market in the West Midlands. Publishing was a word that I was seeing bouncing around a lot, so I did a little bit of research and had a discussion with my business partner about setting up a publishing company based in Birmingham to try and help Birmingham artists, because a lot of Birmingham artists weren't getting sync opportunities and stuff like that. So, you know, my publishing company is there to try and help a lot of Birmingham artists try and get those opportunities. We also work with artists and producers in Ghana as well.
Swear, so it's an actual international thing. It's not.
Yeah. I got a big artist in Ghana. I've been working with Black Sharif.
Okay.
Yeah, if you know what's going on, you'll know that he's like over the last few months he's been
blowing.
He's been blowing up in it, and it was our company that sort of introduced his music to the UK. kind of thing. So yeah, man, hand type Black Sharif every time.
But obviously, like, you know, you mentioned like sync deals and stuff.
Yeah.
For people that don't know what that is, do you mind explaining a bit more about that?
So basically, like, say for example, you know, you see like people's music in computer games like FIFA.
Okay. Like you got Stormzy or whatnot in FIFA and it.
Yeah,
like,
TV commercials, all that kind of stuff. Like, so we're trying to get from music into the TV shows like EastEnders or whatever, and onto computer games and onto those kind of spaces. So that's what syncing is.
And obviously that's something that you guys primarily specialize in, is getting, like, say for example, I don't know, if I had a track and I want to get it synced, I just come to you.
So so if you had a track and you wanted it synced, you can come to us and then we'll go through the paperwork and you know, we get a lot of briefs that are sent to us, and if there's a brief that your track fits, then we can send your track off, kind of thing. Or sometimes people might want specific tracks made for them, kind of thing. But we are new in the business, but yeah, we are finding our feet and stuff like that. It's interesting times.
No, it definitely is, and it's good that, like, obviously you and C Brown have started it, because I feel like it's a conversation we've had like many years back, and you always have it, is that Brum don't have that infrastructure. But I feel like with you and C Brown's syncing company, like, what was the name of it again? Sorry, Synced In. There you go. So make sure you add that up and obviously do your thing if you need to pattern up or hit Bigoss up.
Come on.
But obviously with the whole infrastructure of Brum as a whole, as you know, like, there's not much industry there. So like,
I think like there isn't much, but it's there now, and there's things there that you can kind of use. It's I suppose now it's more about the artists knowing what bits of the infrastructure they need to engage with,
100%.
And then knowing like who to go for, because you know there are here, like, you know, PR. You've got a Creative Gen that does PR. You know, there's management down here. We've got labels down here, publishing companies down here. So, you know, all the things that are needed for infrastructure are kind of here. We have events going on and stuff like that. It's just about artists, I suppose, using the infrastructure. A lot of them are lazy and just say, oh, there's no infrastructure, and just because they don't know who to go to. It's better you say you don't know what's going on rather than saying, oh, there's no infrastructure, because then it just sounds disrespectful to the people that are actually working to create the infrastructure that you need.
It's very true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true, fam, because obviously there's yourself and C Brown with the Synced In company.
Yeah.
You've got management labels like V-Don's, Distill Management, then you've got B83.
Yeah.
There's many things going on. Jess Monroe's obviously joined B83 as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's loads of things going on in general in Brum. So it's obviously still got Big Mikey as well doing his thing. Mikey. Like there's so much infrastructure, but it's like you said, fam, people don't know where to go, who to speak to about it.
Yeah, a lot of people are shy. They don't want to ask, innit? Like, all you got to do is ask questions and stuff, and you know you'll get answers, because most people want to help other people.
100%.
You know, especially in the music game. So yeah, man, don't be shy, don't be scared to ask.
You see, with like us Brummers, I think as a whole, not even just artists, I feel like you said, like, and it's very true, like there is infrastructure, but I feel like, I don't know if it's like a lack of trying to ask people, scared of getting rejected, but we don't like asking people like for help and stuff sometimes.
I don't know, man. I don't know if it's an ego thing or like a pride thing, but I don't know, like sometimes people are scared of rejection or scared to get a no in it, but like it's not really that serious, innit? You just like ask a question and move on, innit? Like
100%.
In the past year, you know, like before, a lot of artists used to send out their music and stuff like that. I used to be on Twitter every week asking artists for their music. I used to ask the same artists, like
just tweeting them.
I remember I used to ask Jay Spade. This is when More Money, More Pagans 1 came out. Yeah. Every Saturday for about 6 weeks, I was tweeting him, send me your music, send me your music, send me your music, send me your music. I don't care if you don't see it or blah. You might not see it, or do you know what I'm saying? I wasn't taking it to heart. I was just doing what I needed to do. I didn't get nowhere with it. That somebody else patterned me up with getting
single.
Getting his, because you know what it was. Remember, his project here had a host on there.
Okay.
I needed the unhosted version for radio, kind of thing. So he weren't getting back to me. But then luckily, my good friend Sharon Blackstillion, she patterned it up for me. Do you know what I mean? But I weren't scared to holler people that I didn't know. Do you know what I mean? I used to DM gigs say when gigs, remember when gigs went prison?
Yeah.
They come out. As soon as you come out, I DM'd him, yo, send me a track. He sent me the track.
Serious?
Do you know what I mean? When artists are coming to when they're coming to Birmingham, and I wanted to like link up with them, I wanted to go to the show, or wanted to interview them or whatever.
Just message them.
I message them, or say pass me your manager's details. I'll go on their profile and send the emails, find contact details, holler PR companies. Like I just persistent. I don't take a no. I don't take offense to no's, and I don't take offense to being aired.
Facts.
Do you know what I mean? It happens. I air people, not intentionally, but sometimes it gets to that stage when there's too much in the inbox and you can't check everything.
Because it gets overwhelming.
Yeah, so if people are serious, you know, they should try more than once or try other methods. If you're tweeting someone and you're not getting nowhere, send them a DM on Insta. You send them a DM on Insta, they haven't seen your DM. Comment on one of their posts and say, check your DMs.
Facts.
Do you know what I mean? It's just simple things, but everyone's just like too shy, and they think things are gonna drop in their lap, and it's just not gonna happen like that.
You gotta just keep on pushing, basically.
Yeah, you just gotta keep pushing. Know what you want, innit? Know why you're doing it, and don't let little things like I'm scared of getting a no stop you from getting what you're supposed to get. Because if you do that, then you ain't getting nowhere, bro.
You're right, and it's crazy you say that as well, because you know when you're on about getting a single and you're pursuing it.
Yeah.
Another thing I remember used to like go on about, emphasize a lot about, was radio edits.
Yeah.
Because a lot of artists don't do it.
Nah, they wasn't doing it, and it's mad now. Like you would have thought, like, okay, they want to get their music on radio, so they're gonna make a radio edit, but some of them just weren't understanding what was necessary, kind of thing. So, you know, it was also me sort of teaching them about the process. Like, listen, when you record your music, do a raw edit and a radio edit. Do you know what I mean? Or a clean version, and also it's about finding out, because different platforms, a clean or radio edit is different. Do you know what I mean? Because if you listen to like someone like Snoochie Shy Show and the stuff that she plays, she's playing some raw stuff.
Yeah, she is.
Do you know what I mean? And you might think, oh well, this isn't a radio edit, or this isn't clean, but for the time that her show is,
it's a watershed.
Yeah, she's allowed to play what she's playing, but even so, there's still some things that can't get left in. So it's just about speaking and just asking questions and just putting in that work and presenting your thing nicely.
And you see, like, when you say present your thing nicely as well, what's the format that artists should actually send radio edits in? Do you know
you know what, like, say if they're sending it to someone who you've never spoken to before, introduce yourself. Like, just tell them who you are, like, yeah, blah, 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 my name's this and that. Let them know where you're from.
Of course.
Put your socials in there. Like, if it's part of an EP or whatever, just give them as much information as you can about the track, and then send the raw version and send the radio edit, and make sure if you can attach them to the email, attach them. If you want to send a download link, send a download link that's not going to expire in like 2 days. And then even like just like simple things like labeling a track properly. So like when I say label a track properly, artist name, track name, then in brackets radio edit or explicit. It's as simple as that. But you still get people sending me tunes, audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or the tune will just be called like what? Let's just say a tune was called Skirt. Yeah. So they'll just send me. It's just called Skirt. And so then when I play this tune, I don't know who sent me this tune, especially if you're a new person. A lot of people sound similar, this and that. I want to introduce, or I even want to be able to set, like, every song I play, I let the listeners know what the name of that song is, and it kind of thing. There's no point in me playing. So I can't just say, oh, this is Skirt. By who? From where? Do you know what I mean? So that's the reason why I used to kind of go on like that, because when I want to play your music, and I want to kind of be able to inform the fans as well. Do you know what I mean?
And that's why it's so important to obviously label your music correctly. And
stuff as well. It's just simple things, you know what I mean? But it often gets overlooked.
So going back to like PRS and music as well, do you know, for like radio play and stuff as well, a lot of artists don't know that obviously there's a different side to PRS or radio. And that basically covers what their royalty fees for when they get played. Do you mind explaining like a bit on that, please, just so like I can understand?
So with that side of things, I'm not overly versed, but basically you sign up to PRS, and then say you make a song, you go on to PRS and you register the song. So that means that everyone who's a part of the song, so all the writers and producers, they'll get what they're supposed to do. So like, for example, let's say me and you do a song,
Yeah.
You rap on the song, yeah. I've made the beat.
Okay.
We say it's 50-50.
Cool.
So then we go on PRS. We're both registered with PRS. So we register the song onto PRS. So that now means that when One Extra play it, they're gonna send PRS the list of songs that they've played that month and it kind of thing.
Of
And
course.
then every couple of months you'll get your check in regards to how many times the song's been played, when it's because there's what station it's been played on, what time of day it's been played. All these things kind of make a difference to the amount that you'll get paid for the song being played, basically.
Okay. And obviously, like, with all that as well, it's just an additional revenue stream for them as well, isn't it?
Of course, yeah. Like one song can make a lot of money, you know. It's like, think about it, you can record a song, yeah. Right, then so you record your song, you can perform the song, so you can get paid by performing it.
Yeah.
And then also, if you're registered with
PPL, is it?
Yeah, PPL, then you can claim royalties from actually, depending on the size of the venue and all that stuff, depends on how much you'll get paid in relation to that. Then you could sync the song, so the song could be used in a computer game. You can get paid for that. You can get paid off Spotify streams, YouTube streams, radio plays. And that's one song.
That's just one song.
There's a lot you can do
over
with your
6
song.
revenues of income
Of one song, do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's making sure you dot your I's and cross your T's and trying to find out what's out there that you can take advantage of.
Definitely. And you see, like when you were saying about Spotify and stuff, to like conclude on this segment, if I was an artist and I want to put my song on Spotify, how do I go about it?
I think that's easy, you know, just via a distributor. So any distributor can get your music onto them. So when I say distributors, like people tend to go with companies like, you know, Dittos and CD Baby and all of them, like whichever one you want to go with, you know, do your research on them, ask your mates, and then you that's how you get your songs on there. And I know that if you do it in advance, like say 2-3 weeks in advance, then you've got a better chance of the editorial team picking it up and saying, oh yeah, we want to put it in one of our playlists and stuff.
Guess the drink, sponsored by Snack Attack UK. So obviously there's a little potion. It's non-alcoholic.
Non-alcoholic. So I've got to guess the flavour.
You got to guess the flavour, yeah. What you kind of
serving? It looks dark anyway, so smell it first. Smells like Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, already.
Yeah, it's Dr. Pepper. But if it's from Snack Attack, it's not really a normal Dr. Pepper in it, so is it like one of them ice cream ones or something like that? Is it like an ice cream Dr. Pepper?
Let's find out. You kind of say Dr. Pepper or something, fam?
Nah, but I can smell it. I can smell it, man. I went, oh my, they see what I'm saying?
Cherry vanilla still.
Cherry vanilla, come on. I was close, you know. I was proper close still, yeah.
You feeling that, yeah?
It's alright, you know. You can't really taste like
the vanilla.
No, you can't. I can taste the vanilla. You can't really taste the cherry. It just tastes like normal Dr. Pepper with a hint of vanilla. I think I'd. Could it go with rum?
You could probably pack it with rum still.
Like, hang tight, Snack Attack though. This is alright, you know. I could get used to this, you know.
It's alright for little
bits. Yeah. Like I don't drink like too much fizzy pop and that. Too much sugary drinks and that. Try to ease up off it. You know, scared of diabetes and that. I have to worry about everything when you get to my age, but nah, this drink's alright still. Thanks.
Cool, man. Obviously, fam, like, what's the plan for Bigoss now? Like, obviously, moving forward with the syncing company, DJ Bigoss as a whole. Like,
you know what?
What's the movement now for you?
You know what? Yeah, I feel like for me, I feel like the next couple of years, I think I might fade into the background, yeah, and like I'm starting to do it anyway, fade into the background, but like just help other people get to where they want to get to, help other people pattern up their things. And when I say like help, like for example, a few artists that are around me and stuff and that, and sometimes I'll do things like I'll book a couple hours of pirate sessions inside pirate studios for them and say like, yeah, go record, do what you gotta do in it. So yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be concentrating more on business and just helping other artists as per usual, and kind of just concentrating on that. You're not really gonna see me doing much well, I've kind of eased up off the club DJing anyway, but you're not gonna really see. I'm slowing down on the DJing a bit, and just trying to focus on my publishing bag so I can get that to where it needs to be, and also just like supporting a few local artists, because we've got some sick talent. So I think that's kind of like my plan for the next couple of years. Like I ain't going nowhere. So if you don't see my face and you don't see me out there, I'm still out here. I'm just going to be doing some music in the background, behind the scenes, innit? Because you don't. Everyone don't have to be in front of the camera. You know what I mean? Like it's the people that are behind the scenes that really kind of grease the engine and make it so
keep
that
them all moving.
Yeah. Even like like supporting artists and that, like. You get me? Because a lot of these artists, they have down times. They doubt themselves a lot of the time. Sometimes they just need a bit of encouragement and support in it. So I want to do more of that kind of thing, because as we was discussing, a lot of our big artists are on downtime, innit? Like a lot of our big artists haven't released a song since lockdown started.
Facts.
Do you know what I mean? So I don't even know if they're artists anymore. A lot of our big artists, I don't like. How long can you take a break unless you're like a big artist? Like how long can you really take a break before you start saying you're not even an artist no more, something like that? Do you know what I mean? So
it's like detrimental, isn't it? Like to a certain point, like you gotta be careful.
Yeah. So man, I wanna work with a lot of the up and coming artists as well, because I see we got some sick up and coming artists, and I don't want them to make the same mistakes some of the olders made, or I just want them to kind of be able to kind of capitalise and get what's theirs. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
When you say about youngsters as well, Biggs, like who you say you got your eye on, or who you say is like a rising stars right now, bro?
Rising stars in Brum right now. Alright then, I got the artist called Scorer.
Okay.
Lanx, aka Scorer, sick artist, sick rapper. He's only like 15,
That's
tall. I think he's taller than me. He's 15, but he is cold. He's cold. Yeah, so look out for him. Who else? Who are up and coming? Who else would I say? You know what? I like Triz. Is it Triz? Trizzy from I think he's from like Bartley Greensides or something like that.
Okay.
He's like a drill rapper. Him, Rums, I like them. Who else up and coming? T Rhodes for the grime. You get me? I have to rate T Rhodes as well, because like he's still pushing that grime sound, and when like a lot of his peers are not. Do you know what I mean? Especially when it comes to music. So yeah, shout out T Rhodes, car. Even the last few years, like the moves and the music that I've seen him doing, like he's grown a bit. So I'm definitely feeling, he's one to look out for. I mention no females. Wodie,
okay.
The female called Wodie, she put out one tune called, I think it's Wow or something like that.
Right.
And she sounds like she's going to be someone definitely to look out for, because I like the vibe that she was she's bringing. Still, she sounds sick. There's a lot of artists, there's a lot of talent in Brum, and sometimes it gets slept on. I think sometimes they just don't want to work hard enough, though. I'll be real with you. Sometimes the Brum artists don't want to work hard enough, bro.
What do you reckon that's down to?
Probably just down to Brum, innit? It's the second city, so you don't have to work as hard. So it's probably that, or probably they haven't seen enough examples of artists blowing, and they haven't seen what was needed for them to do it. Do you know what I mean?
It's true, which is obviously why, like you said, it's important, like, to have that support system, like you put it in there for the younger gen coming up. Because, like you said, some of the elders that have done it, there's certain things that's happened to them that we should try and avoid for the youth stuff.
Exactly. And there's also the thing as well, I think, like, a lot of people ain't artists in it. They're not in it for the music or like they're in it for everything else. And they're in it for the gas, or they're in it to promote. They're in it to promote their road street beef. Do you know what I mean? They're not in it because they actually like music, and music's what they want to do in it. Or
it's real stuff.
Or like obviously, music's like a career now as well, isn't it? Like we're seeing people changing their lives. So you know, to some people that's very attractive. So you're getting people that are getting into music for that, which is okay, but you've got to kind of still be passionate about the music and try and like maintain quality and, you know, work on your craft.
You're right, because it's about pushing your craft and believing in it. But it's like you said, I think from my perspective as well, like with some artists, they don't feel like they have the backing or support sometimes. But then it's like what you said, if lockdown and stuff maybe affected they're kind of like, how do I put it?
When you say like the backing and support, like the backing and support from who, innit? Like
not as in like
from the fans or from like people like the head sort of thing. Like
I reckon it's like, I think it's a bit of both, but it's not like actual like they don't get backed by the people, the fans, because they do. I think it's a psychological thing.
Yeah, I think a lot of people dealing with things a lot of it's in their own head.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like it's
they're overthinkers. You know, like there's how much men are sitting on bangers
and just thinking like, nah,
I don't know how to release it. I don't know when to release it. Trust me, there's men that I got like a lot of the artists are still going to studio every week, you know,
and just recording.
They don't know when to put out, what to put out, how to put out. Do you know what I mean? So even that, like I've tried to kind of I did say like a few weeks ago that I was going to try and visit all the studios in Brum, you get me? And I'm going to get back on that just to kind of sit down in the studios,
listen to what's
going on, and just like have conversations with the engineers and the artists. And if I can help anyone, I can help, and just to let people know that, yo, I'm here, innit? Like, yo, I'm here in real life, innit? So if you need my help, I'm there, innit? Like, because like I said, people are scared to ask.
It's true.
Do you know what I mean?
It's
so
true.
I'm trying to be in people's face like, yo, man is here, innit?
Like, yeah, man ain't
closed mouths don't get fed, you know?
It's true.
You're not going to know you're hungry unless you tell people you're hungry, innit?
Nah, that's real talk. You got to talk. You can't be afraid to ask for help, because what's the worst that can happen? You're going to get said no.
Get me?
That's it. But
don't take a no to heart. If someone says no, well, just to still deal with them nicely, and do you know what I mean? Like,
just maybe they can't help you. Maybe
on that time, on that occasion,
like,
they may be able to help you on something in the future, or blah blah blah. But it's one of them ones.
It's just about persistence, and like Bigoss said, like never take anything to heart, like because you never know what someone else is going through in their shoes, or you're not able to help you at that instance.
And have manners, man. Leave a good memory with people in it, because like if you have manners, is a lot, you know, bro. Like it's a lot. Like manners will take you places where a car won't take you, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you see someone with good manners and that, you'll remember them in it, and that it makes you want to help them in it. Like, you know what? I'll actually, like, you might ask them something. No, I can't actually help you on this, but I might be able to help do this for you. Or next time something comes around, they'll shout you at the blue, like, you know what? I couldn't help you last time, but this sounds like something you could be interested in. Get on this, you know what I mean? So
100%.
Yeah, it's manners, man.
It's an important thing, man. Manners take you so far in life. It's mad. Not even just like in a career, just in general. Like
man. People skills, innit?
For real. And good energy. That's what manners comes from. Good energy. Positive energy attracts positive energy.
Exactly.
Positive energy equates to what you want.
Tell them.
You know, sip on the juice.
Yeah, come on. It's not a prop. It's not a prop. It's real juice.
Obviously, Biggs, I want to move to this segment now called
Top 5 Crepes.
Called Top 5 Crepes, by Cars and Kicks. I'm curious about this one though, you know. I want to know what your top 5 are in any order.
Alright then, cool then. Listen. Alright, so my top 5 in any order. Nike Air Max 95s have to be in there. They're like top 2, not number 2. You get me? So we got Max 95s. You know, some of my top 5s I've never had.
Really?
Yeah, some of my top 5s I haven't had. I've just like looked at them for years.
I just thought I need to get them.
Yeah, but I've never actually bought them. Like I'll tell you which one's my top 5, and I've never actually had them. Is it the Jordan 6s, the one that Travis Scott done a cut on them?
Yeah, the khaki colour.
Yeah.
Cold.
So The black infrared ones of them.
Yeah.
I like them. They're one of my favorite. But the black infrared, that's in my top 5. So that's 2. Mm-hmm. Then I'd say, out of a Nike Air Max 1 or Max 90s, I feel like the ones, because they're just a bit cleaner.
The all blacks?
Nah, not all blacks. It's got to be like
the whites.
Yeah, the white ones, like with one of the coloured thingies. Yeah, so them. Yeah, them. Then what else? Maybe I'm saying Reebok workout with the ice grip. Bad boy things, bro. Now you can't listen. Reebok workouts, white with the blue ice grip. Yeah, nothing ain't really fresher than that, bro. That's fresh, bro. That's before we was wearing them. Before we was wearing Air Force Ones.
Swear God.
Yeah, but Reebok workouts, Air Force Ones is like a new standard thing, really.
Yeah,
before that it was Reebok workouts, Reebok classics. That's my era. You get me? So yeah, I can't forget that. So I'ma say Reebok workouts. Yeah, ice grip. Even the gum sole, ones are bad as well. You get me?
No,
so what we on? Is that free?
That's free.
Is that free? So so my next 2 then. Oh, what else is gonna? What other Nikes? I like Jordan 4s.
Jordan 4s and Jordan 1s.
See the Jordan 1 thing now. I'm just like, it's a kid thing to me. Like Jordan 4s.
Are the serious things in it?
Yeah, I do like them, like the original kind of colours though.
The black
like
cats and the ones.
See the black cats. Nah.
I'm not your thing.
Nah, you know, I feel like
I
feel like they were cheap. I feel like they were cheap Jordan 4, the black cats.
Really?
Yeah, like cheap to make.
Yeah.
It's just black nubuck and it's just, you know, it's plain. Like that's a con that they con people with them. So
are you here, fam?
Yeah, Jordan 4s. I'm not sure what colour. And then 5th now. Go with a Huarache, man. I'm wearing them today. Huaraches, man. I got the OG ones on. Look, OG Huaraches. These are a little battered, and it look battered as well, but this is a
limited
thing. Yeah, these are original colour. Like, come on, you know the childhood trainers. Yeah, and I've had a couple of pairs of Huaraches. To be fair, I've had all whites.
Yeah.
I had, remember when the boot ones came out, and everyone had them. I had them. I've had a few pairs of Huaraches, to be fair, and they're comfortable. Like, I kind of like trainers here that are comfortable, that I can wear in the day, but if I need to go to an event at night, I can just wipe them off and we're good. Because I need to kind of be ready to go. Like, that's why, you see Max 95s, that's one thing I hated about them, is that clubs were proper against them, innit? Like, air bubbles. And I used to hate that, you know. But you see, when you had workouts on now, ready for anything.
But you see, my issue is here with clubs and that with 95s. What's the issue with the bubble?
You know what it is? It's not even the bubble itself, you know. It's the type of person that they kind of associated with wearing the Max 95, and it like Max 95 was like an any man trainer, innit?
True.
It wasn't like a trainer, like it wasn't like a super swaggy trainer. Like, you know, certain trainers you only go for them if you got style or if you're a trainer head or
a Jordan 11s or whatnot. They're like
yeah. So they wanted, that's what it was, and they just didn't want, like, because N95s just represent just like semi-chavvy, they'd say, in it. So they wanted stylish people in it, like stylish trainers in there, I suppose. So yeah, I was glad when they started letting us wear trainers without the air bubbles going clubs. Just saying, that was before that, man was wearing hard bottom shoes and all these kind of things, bro. Get me? Yeah. Ooh.
It's mad though, because obviously they don't allow air bubbles. They allow man to wear like Air Force Ones in clubs and that.
Yeah, you see the Air Force One thing.
Yeah.
I did it. I haven't fully got into that. Like, I've got Air Force Ones, but I'm not an Air Force One freak. Like, I don't do, like, I ain't buying bare pairs and that. Like, nah, man, I can't do that, man. Because I see them Air Force Ones, man. They're gas, bro. Like, you wear it like a few times and you need another pair. I can't be doing that. And then they've put up the price. I seen white and white Air Force Ones. They've gone up to 110. Do you know what I mean?
I think they used to be like £80 and that.
Yeah, bro. So I didn't really the Air Force One thing. I tried to just kind of like allow it because it just.
It's getting too mad at it.
It got too mad. Everyone was doing it as well. Like I don't like when it's just too bad. I like a little bit of individualism. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, that makes you like your own. Like,
yeah,
like,
and
yo, that's clean, but like no one's really wearing.
I tell you with Air Force One as well.
Yeah.
I tell you the thing with them, yeah. I tell you why Air Force Ones got big because they was fresh, yeah. And that was in the era when everyone was wearing designer trainers in it, like lubes and Wraith Talks. But the Air Force Ones, you could get a blind with wearing them. So like Air Force Ones was like poor man's lubes in a way. You know, like corned beef is a poor man's steak. Air Force Ones are like poor man's Balenciagas or poor man's blah de blah de blah. Everyone can, pattern up in it. So yeah, I've got a pair in that. I do wear the same, but it's not like it's like my go-to. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I should have kind of put in there? What? Maybe should have put in there with blazers. Because
blazers are like you can pattern them with pretty much anything.
Yeah,
your trackies, your jeans.
Yeah,
nice.
See, like the other day, everyone's doing Air Forces. I bought some white and white blazers.
So that.
Yeah, just to be like different. You get me? Like when we're doing the white and whites and we're going in the clubs. Yeah, because it's like 20 men. Like everyone's
gang, got Air Force,
the whole gang will be wearing white Air Forces, bro.
It's
like,
true, fam.
Where's the individuality?
Coming like some boy band and that.
Yeah, or like a uniform, man. Like,
it's true.
Come on, man. We left school years ago, man. Like, flex, man. Show yourself in it. It's like you got no swag. You just go, yeah, Air Force Ones.
You gotta go do your thing in it. Like, yeah, I got the blazers on, man. Like, you know what I mean?
You gotta show some swag, man. Show who you are in it.
For real, fam.
So yeah, that's my top 5-6 trainers. To be fair, you get me? Do I get a pair? Do I get a pair of one of my top 5? Was it Cars and Kicks?
Cars and Kicks,
yeah.
Drop them a little message, yeah.
It's pain on toast, you know, for me getting trainers.
Really?
Like, you're saying my shoe size is a problem, bro. Size 13.
That's too much than me, fam, so I can't only imagine still.
Size 13, bro. It's hard getting trainers, you know. So like sometimes you gotta get them as soon as they come out.
Or the resellers be up and up to
I don't deal with resellers, bro. I don't deal with resellers, bro. Like, it's not that serious. It's really not that serious. I don't deal with resellers. I just deal with Google shopping. You get me? I see what I want, put it in Google.
Put it into your cart.
Yeah, and Google just shows me who's selling it and all for all the prices in it. And I make my decision if I'm gonna buy it or blah blah blah. These reseller guys, they're not having my pants down, bro.
How about StockX? You ever shopped on there, nah?
You know what? Yeah. I was tempted, you know, to get the Travis Scott Jordans on StockX.
Until you saw the P's on it.
But then, like, you know what it is, man. Like, man, don't do the impulse buying, innit? So I'll proper like, you see, before I buy something like that, I look and I think I've been deliberating over for like months of whether to buy them trainers, and I just haven't done it. And sometimes I try to tell myself, like, listen, get out of this materialistic mindset, where you feel like you need these things, because it's like, bro, I've got bare trainers, innit?
Yeah.
Do I actually need more? Why am I have to tell myself these things sometimes to stop buying, innit? Because we just turn into like consumer slaves.
It's true.
And just just buying. Because look, bro, look at the iPhone and that. Same phone every year or twice a year, whatever. New iPhone, and I was doing it every year. I was making sure I was getting that new iPhone, same. Blah blah blah. And none of them ain't doing nothing, bro. Like, doing no different. Like, I don't care about the camera megapixels and blah blah blah. So, you know what I mean? I just try and get my head out of that, like, consumerism. Do you know what I mean? I want to move towards more like minimalistic. Do you know what I mean? Like, nowadays, bro.
Minimalistic's more, I think.
Nah, minimalistic's less, isn't it? Like, nowadays, yeah, I can't even be asked, like, deciding what to wear today. Yeah. Like, I wish I could just wear the same tracksuit
day in, day out.
For like just wear, this week I'm going to wear this tracksuit, next week I'm going to wear that tracksuit. Just like that.
That's like that Mark Zuckerberg, like, you know.
I get it, bro.
You know, in his wardrobe, he just got all black t-shirts.
I get it.
That's all.
I kind of get it, but yeah, I couldn't do it that deep because I like colours and that. But
this is a bit mad still, like, just straight black all over.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm trying to get out of that consumerism mindset because I just don't, like, we don't benefit from it.
It's them.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not giving enough back for me to kind of continually be buying into their shit. Like Nike hasn't invested enough
into the community,
into my community, like where I'm from. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So for me to kind of like
be buying into them constantly,
and like buying things for full price all the time. Like, I'm a bargain hunter. Like, so I like a bargain, bro. Like, trust me, bro. Like if I can see something and I can get it a bit cheaper, then bro. So yeah, that's me, man.
So even like to like see who you're saying like about consumers and stuff.
Yeah.
It's mad because like obviously you today as well. And even like I've been with them sometimes. We'll spend a bag on shoes and stuff, blah blah blah, for drip and think we're lit. But we could have spent that bag on an investment and made more peas out of it. It's mad, fam.
But you know what it is as well, it's because they're not valuing the money, innit? They haven't, half of them ain't worked for that. They ain't worked for that bag.
True.
They're just fortunate that their parents could spend that bag, and it's like easy come, easy go, and they don't understand the value. If they had to do some kind of graft
to get
that bag, and then think, oh, yo, you're gonna have to do that graft to get. If you spend it all, you have to do that graft again to get your next bag.
Yeah.
Then they won't be so frivolous with their stuff in it. But it's like, you know, it's easy come. Like this generation, like the parents, a lot of parents have kind of improved on the situation
financially
that the parents were in. You get me? It's like, for me, I can afford to buy my son the things that my mum and my dad couldn't afford to buy me in it. But I don't buy everything they want. Because I mean, sometimes I have to hold back, and
so he knows the worth of it, innit?
Yeah, so he knows the worth, and so, like he's getting older now, so he's gonna have to try and get, if he wants certain things, you're gonna have to like work for them, innit? Like them kind of values are the values that I was brought up on, bro. I used to go, listen, I went halves on my school shoes with my mum.
So does,
because I wanted to be I went to a school called Hampstead, or you get me?
Okay.
I'm from Handsworth, you get me? That's in Handsworth Wood, and like all my growing ups was like ghetto, you get me? But going to Hampstead, I started meet like all my friends and that. Their parents had factories and this and that.
Just peas in it.
Had peas, bro. Like, bro, I got a man coming to school in year 7, in Versace coats, bro. I don't even know what Versace is. I think it's Versace. I'm thinking it says Versace.
Versace back then, fam.
Bro, I'm talking about. This is 93, you know, bro.
I'm old.
This is 93. I'm in year 7, and men have got Versace. Men have got Versace coats on and Rockports.
Rockports are big back then as well.
And these men as well, You see, every time a new colour of Rockports come out, these men are bossing it, bro. It's nothing to them, bro, because they come from wealth, bro. They come from root. Like the parents have got peas, bro.
So a 1 hour bagging, nothing to them really.
Nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was different. You get me? But like seeing those things, it kind of I learned a lot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was good for me.
And obviously, like you said, you've instilled them values now into your own son and youths, because.
Like I was saying, I had to go halves at my school, so I learned the value of money in it.
Yeah.
I was the oldest of both my parents' children. I wasn't gonna say to my mum, buy me some Rockports, please. I can see that my mum can't afford Rockports, so I'm not even gonna put her under that kind of pressure. You get me?
It's silly,
It's dumb, innit?
Yeah.
But then as soon as I got I got a part-time job when I was 13, because I wanted money and I wanted to work. So I got a job as a junior play worker. I was working in a play scheme throughout the 6 weeks holidays. £25 a week, £125 at the end of it, or so, 120, 150 or so. And with some of that money, I went halves on my school shoes. I wanted some 6 shoes. My mum weren't spending £60 back then on my school shoes. I was the first person in my school to have pod. I bought pod shoes in the school. Like when pod come out, I got mine. That September, I've come to school pod. This is the thing now, man. Are starting to get pods now. Because before that, it was just Rockports, Kickers.
I remember Kickers
and Lacoste. Because Lacoste used to do some bad boy. Lacoste used to do some bad boy boots back then. That was like on Rockport kind of levels. Like Lacoste used to have some bits, bro.
Was Timberland about back then or no?
Timberland was about, but it weren't for school shoes. Like he had the butter Tims in it. That man used to. Remember, everyone's doing the American style and that, so blue jeans and the big. But I've never had Tims though. Like you couldn't be. No, you don't want no big Tims in my school. My school, you have to have style and that, bro. It was pressure. You get me. You have to have a good coat. A good coat and a good shoes and a good bag. And see that they were the only things that weren't part of the uniform in it, and you had to get lit.
Like you seeing parents and that rocking up in like Canada Gooses. The kids are wearing Canada Gooses.
It's mad, bro.
Bags, 8 bills. I'm thinking, yo, that's like, if you add it up, fam, like if a person has 3 youths and that's 8 bills, that's like 2-3 quid, fam.
And what are you teaching your children? What are you teaching your children? Unless they've had to kind of contribute to that. Then what are you teaching them, innit? Like,
there's no value of money there.
Yeah, and what you find is the kids that were spoiled in school, later on in life they find it harder because when it all gets taken away from them and that, bro, it's peak for them. They're the ones, they're in crisis, whereas the ones who didn't have it and have to go and get it, they're kind of more prepared for life and stuff like that. So I don't know, I think spoiling your kids, and you know, it's hard not to, you know, because I've got 2 sons, and it's like, yo, you want to give them everything they ask for, kind of thing.
They have to learn as well, though.
They have to, bro. They have to. Like, the world's a cruel world out there. Every day I'm telling my son it's a cruel world out there. Things ain't nice and blah 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 blah. So yeah, you gotta teach them, man. You gotta teach them these lessons.
No, it's true, because you know what that really is when you said about like people that had things back then in school don't have them now. So when I went to school, fam, like man were wearing like the Timberlands, like, you know, them and rock boots still back then. So man are rocking all these things. And then, you know, G-Star back then, if you're wearing like a G-Star, you're the man, fam. Obviously when I was you, I couldn't afford that stuff. So I was like, yo, I wish I could be lit like this. But the same man that was lit then, when I'm looking at him now, he ain't on job, fam.
Nah, bro, no, because it's, you know, it is to maintain that, it takes a lot. So like, your parents have been giving you all this drip, when they stop, to maintain that and do life, you've got to be in a good job, and then remember, you're still finding yourself working your way up. So it's just silly, really. It's just silly.
It's true, because it's like a materialistic cycle, like you said, you're just going round and round. And it don't benefit us. Do you know what I mean? It benefits the corporates, but it don't benefit us in any way. So it's something you got to try and ease up off. Facts, fam. Before I want to end the show and I ask you what's coming up and stuff, I want to give you a little care package from Snack Attack, you know. He's come with a good thing straight.
I like the weight on that. I like the weight on that. So we got in here. Lovely. Watermelon sour patch. Listen, these are gonna get battered. I love these kind of sweets.
They're the snack of the week as well for everyone that don't know. You know, come down and grab some.
Listen, when I'm doing my little nighttime puff pass, these are gonna work. These are gonna work. These.
That's a new thing, sour gel.
Okay, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that. Still, it looks a bit mad, warheads and that. Okay. Everyone goes mad over these mics, innit? Mike and Ike.
Yeah, Mike and Ike's, You tried them before?
I think so, you know. I'm not too sure, but let's get involved. What else you got in here? Fanta orange. Okay, keep it classical like the car. Like that.
That'll be.
Pretzel M&M's. With it.
Banging.
Sounds 10. Snickers almond. Alright then. Alright.
Suck a little bit,
nice. Come on. These are bad. I had these when I went to Atlanta, when I went to ATL.
I remember you went as well.
Listen, when I went to ATL was lit. Thank God that I got to go to America because of my music. Cherry Coke.
That's the full American fat one, by the way. No GB thing.
No, innit? Yo, they're doing us bad over here.
Trust you.
What these?
These are like treats.
Now and later, pineapple, 30. Yo, I got a good. Yes. Cowtails.
Yeah, that's like a new American thing still.
Okay.
It's like a chewy thing.
Yeah. Well, sit down, do my thing, eat these. I'm gonna feel like I'm back in ATL. Hey, yo, back in the A.
Back in the A, man.
You get me? I heard the A, man. Just eating my Mike and Ike's and M&M pretzels. Chewy lemon. Yeah. Listen, Snack Attack. Love every time for the goodies. People, make sure you check them out on the socials. I'ma do my Snack Attack thing and use that, stay safe or stay dangerous.
Before we end the show and that, because this has been a sick one, and we definitely need a part 2 before the
we'll do a part 2, man. We'll do a part 2.
But yo, Biggs, like, where can people find you? what's coming up next?
Yeah.
Is there any DJ Bigoss events coming soon?
Yeah.
Have we got any ciphers that we can expect at some point?
You're gonna allow me on the cipher thing, yo. People always get me on the cipher thing.
Nah, but your cipher things are legendary, fam. You know they go off.
Listen, I tell you one thing,
Yeah.
You see, like sometimes, doing something so sick. Not to say it's not good.
Yeah.
But it's like, I tell you with this, it's like, where do you go from there?
Okay.
Sometimes, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like, you create a sick piece of work here, and like, as humans, you want to do better, innit?
Facts, fam.
And me, I've kind of got this thing where I don't really like repeating things.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to do the same thing again with the same people, innit? So if I'm gonna do another cypher, it has to have different people in it, the new sick guys. So yeah, when's the new cypher? Boy, who knows? We're working on it. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at DJ Bigoss, DJ BIWGOSS. Follow my show on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Just search for the UK Takeover Show, because even though we don't do radio, we're still doing the show, and it's like a podcast now kind of thing. So yeah, search for the UK Takeover Show on Spotify, Deezer, Apple Music Podcasts. What's happening? What have I got coming up? I'm working with a few artists. You just have to stay in tune to the socials to see what's going on. Events wise, I'm not. Yeah, we just have to wait and see. Like at the moment, it's a bit like grind season, and I'm in learning mode, and there's a lot of things that I need to kind of learn and stuff like that. So
of course, fam.
Yeah, we're just grafting and grinding. You get me? But people like hit me up. I can't help everybody. Do you know what I mean? But like I can just, if you need anything, I'll try and help or point you in the direction of someone who can.
Definitely.
Get me?
Definitely, fam. And on that note as well, the syncing company's at as well, in case they want to
It's at Synced. So yeah, if you want to know a bit more about publishing or want to know how you can get on our roster or work with us, it is at Synced. Also, any creatives, any filmmakers, computer game makers, anyone in TV or whatever, if you need any music for your stuff, we've got the sickest music, we've got cinematic music, we've got hip hop beats, anything musical, we've got it. So hit us up and we can get something created, or we've got something in the catalogue that'll meet your needs, man.
Yeah. Wraith Talks, it's been a mad one, and on a vintage hot classical talk, you get me?
Come on.
Informative talk with Biggs, you get me? DJ Bigoss, legendary stuff. You know what I mean? Brum business as always.
Yeah, man.
But make sure you hit him up, make sure them socials are gonna come up again. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and it's been a sick one, hasn't it?
Listen, respect, man.
Family,
Come on, every time.